going to do today is we're going to dig some of this garlic. I've got some of this lady slipper, or lady thumb, I think is the name of it here. It's getting a little out of control. It's blooming, and it very easily can go to seed. And we want to prevent that. So all we're going to do, I'm just going to pull some of this garlic, and I'll pull a few weeds and stuff as we go. I've got a knife or a garden tool here that's handy to dig. I think it's called a hori knife. It helps get on that garlic and pop it out. So what we're going to do, we're going to remove one row at a time of this garlic. And just like I say, most of it, it'll pop up, but that helps break them roots loose. And you can see that garlic's plenty big enough to come out of there. And I'm just going to lay it I'm just going to lay it down here, and we'll let it dry for a day or so. And we'll just lay her out. Let's see what kind of, there, that's got a bloom on it. And it's opening up to bloom. I really should have left it, but I ain't gonna leave it. And you can see the difference in one here where I broke the scapes off of. You can see where the scapes was broke off here. And I left that one. And you see any difference in the garlic? Huh? Bloom on. Bloom off, or scapes off. You tell me. And this, like I say, I like to knock a little of that dirt off. Just lay them right on the ground. Now, you've got to watch this garlic. If you leave it too long, it'll start opening up. And I'll show you here. It'll start opening up. And right in here. I hope it's focused and you can see me here. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, you can see right in here where that's opening up right here. And that starts letting dirt and stuff get down around your clothes. That's what I want to prevent. And you can see, don't always wait till everything is textbook before you get your garlic, or you'll be up the river. When you know that it's ready to get and looked right, don't dwell on it. Get it out of there. It's like I say, knock them off a little bit there. I like to take it down. That just helps. Yeah, this garlic's ready. It's ready to come out of there. You leave it much longer, and what's going to happen is you're going to have your clothes exposed. We don't want that now, do we? We don't want that. And this kind of helps dry that out. I'll leave it, and then I'll come back and get it. I won't leave it long. You want to do this when they're not giving any rain or anything like that. Taking this little hori knife really helps. Hit hori tool or whatever you want to call it. That's a hell of a name. Excuse the French. Huh. Huh. Amazing. Now here's one that has got a bloom on it. Let's see if it's any different. Yeah, little heads. I'm telling you, you take them scapes off, you'll have big garlic. Leave it on, you reduce your yield. Here's the difference. Scapes off, scapes on. Scapes off, scapes on. It's just a no-brainer. I need to pull some of this stuff as I go. Would be a wise thing. It's thick in here. And I'll tell you what, more than likely, you'll see that the garlic production and the size where all these weeds have grown up on it will probably reduce. You'll see a reduction in the size. Let's see. We'll just see, won't we? Pull that stuff as I go. Kind of out of the way. It's easy to come up. Nothing to it. Sure don't want that going to seed. It already is going to seed, but the seed's not ripe. Lady thumb, or whatever they call it. Harvesting garlic at about 90 degrees. You gotta do what you gotta do, don't you? Not a bit too early, I'll tell you on this. Not a bit too early. This knife tool, I keep calling it a knife, that's what it looks like to me. It really makes it easy when you're digging your garlic. It's a good garden tool. I'll be glad to get this out of here because I need the space. I've got other stuff to plant. I do. I hope you can see what's going on. I'll show you when we get this up. It'll come through here. When I get on out here a little bit, get out from this conglomeration that we've got here of this lady thumb, I'll bring one of them cameras in a little closer where you can see what I'm doing. It's harvesting garlic. It ain't that complicated. I like garlic. I like growing it. It's enjoyable. Enjoyable. Garlic, garlic, garlic. Who likes garlic? I like garlic. I ain't seen many that don't. In some form or fashion, like it. Gotta be careful. I was over the other day and seen a little hole, and there was a looked like about the size of a mouse's head sticking out of that hole. And that didn't take me just a second to realize it was a snake in that mulch, in a hole. And what I done was took my foot and stomped his head. And of course all it was sticking out, it was about half its head, a little old round hole, about the size of a mouse hole, over there at that sprinkler. And I took my foot, kicked right in behind that, where that hole was at in that mulch, and slung out about a 4.5 foot snake. It was a, I don't know what it was, chicken snake or black snake or something. I told my wife, I said, that's the first snake I've seen like that, down in a hole, hid, buried. Now where these weeds have deprived the garlic of sunshine and sucked a lot of nutrients, you can see the size of this garlic. is smaller. It'll be obvious. I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. See that stuff, this lifts right up. I should have had it pulled a long time ago, but you know how that goes. Procrastination. Now you can see how long it takes here to harvest one row of this. There's gonna be lots of mulch. Got some mole beans coming up here too. They ain't gonna survive. They ain't gonna survive. Hurry, hurry now. In back gardens, get you one of these. If you don't have one, probably already got them. They really do make life easy. They make life easy on you. I mean, you can go through here if you want to and honking. We're not going to have you growing there this year. Whoops. I butchered that one. Run that knife right through it. That's all right to be the first thing we eat. Well, I think you can see here. I'll bring it in anyway. Make sure you can. Make sure you can see. And I'll do my best to get her tuned in here to where you can see the ground there. That ought to do it right there. Whew! It's pretty warm out here, to tell you the truth. Okay. All I do is go down there. There's another and it's starting to open. What you don't want that. You don't want that happening. Now let's go down, stay 2 or 3 inches from that garlic, and just pop it right out of there. Let me get on this side. See there? Knock that dirt off. You don't even have to knock it off today. You knock it off later. Now you don't want to do this. You don't want to take this out and lay this out here if they're giving rain, unless you're planning on getting it up before it rains. Pretty good size heads of garlic. A lot of little bubblets on there. Lots of bubblets. There's a little one. Elite. Whew. Lots of garlic, man. I like garlic. I like lots of garlic. Go back up here now. Over this way. Yeah. So we'll take all this garlic up and probably harvest maybe the rest of it tomorrow and get it out of here. And then get this cleaned up and get ready to get something else planted in here. Lots of garlic. And this is just one row. If you don't use something to get down and help you lift that out, what happens is you'll break your stem off your garlic. All right, we're a couple more here. Get in there. Get in there, baby. Okay. And that, my friend, is one row of garlic. That's one row. You can see her laying up through there. Got two more rows. But that's one row. And it took, I don't know how long. It's on film here. Whew. Okay. My goodness, it's hot. I've tried to buckle this for, it seems like 15 minutes. Just bam. Maybe that got it. Okay. I'll try to walk down through here with this camera is on the way to the other one and try to keep you as steady as I can. But you can see the garlic out through here as we walk. I'm a bumping the, let me get on this side. I'm a bumping my, what do you call it? Tomato cages. Every step. There we go. Okay, that'll do it. Now I'm dragging. You see, you can see out through there the garlic. Pretty decent sized little heads. All right, it's too hot to be here. I'm goofing off. All right, I'll take the camera over here and set it down. Shut this one off. That's the first row of garlic in. Out through there. 1 out of 3. And I tell you what, I'm gonna do, let me set that on. I bet that ought to do it right there. And I'll count these. This for the heck of it. 2 I already pulled yesterday, checking them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $100, right on the money. 100. I'll select a few of these and bring down this way and show you if I can find one. Well, that's blooming. 2's plenty here. But you can see where they're opening and up at. And where the weeds were at through here, I'll get 2 or 3 of these and show you the difference. And I'll get this, and that's an exception. But where the weeds were the thickest through here, you can see, when I get up here you can see probably, that these is where they wasn't choked with weeds, and these were. You see the difference in the size? You let weeds grow up, and that's what happens. And this one here, I'll drop them. This one left the scape on. See how little? Huh? No scapes? That's got a scape. That's an exception. Right there, look here. That's got an escape because it just come out. Actually, there, now look here, this is, I don't know how many times this happens. I've not paid much attention, but I pulled that scape right here. You see where I broke it? And I'll be darned if it didn't put another one. Now, it's determined, wasn't it? So anyway, it put another scape on. But it still made a pretty good sized one. Before it put this second one on, where I broke that now, it made a pretty good head of garlic. Here's one that wasn't, the scape wasn't removed. Look at the difference. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'll just say this much. If you're growing garlic, take the scapes off and your plants will be bigger. They will be bigger. So it's about 80 something degrees out here. 80 something, pushing 90. And it's about, I don't know, 6:30 in the evening. One row's down. It'll take twice that long to do another. And there was 100 heads of garlic in that one row. Love it. Whew, that sun's bright sitting in that west over. Okay, that'll be it. All but, as I say, you'll never catch me just going off without trying to do something else with you. Crazy, man. Said I'm crazy sometimes. So what I'm gonna do, let me check this, make sure I'm in the right vicinity. That's good. I'm gonna go over here and wash my arms off. My hands are black. Duke, I just want you to know, I still ain't got no hole drilled in this table. I'll eventually get to it. That's got 2 little holes. 2 little ones. Having a place where you can work outside, boy, that's warm. Now it's cold. Having a place you can work outside like this is mighty handy. My father-in-law gave me this stainless steel table here. It sure is handy. Okay. That ought to do it. I'll let you go. And it's about time to start harvesting stuff. You can see the underneath the table maybe, I doubt if you can, where the holes is dripping water. Yeah, splashes all over you. I'll let you go, and I'll show you when we harvest the rest of this garlic what we do with it.